Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. And this must be amongst the favoured arenas of supporters all over the world. It really does have a very special feel to it. Two high-profile, high-calibre teams. This is a welcome event for all these supporters.
Well, get ready for some high-grade football, Peter. Two strong teams, as you say, full of wonderful individual talent. And we have every right to anticipate some really entertaining football. As to whether we'll see a high-scoring contest, that's a little harder to predict. I'm not complaining, though, because there are good players everywhere you look around this surface, and that's a fine start in itself.
We have already started here. Did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. And the counter is on. Going through. It's a very good battle there. Terrific to watch.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away. Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and...
That's a foul, no two ways about it. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Room for a big chance! It's off target and by quite a way.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Isak. Shade too heavy. Keeper can pick that up. Walk forward. What does he try from here? He goes long. Nicely measured pass. A real chance and a real let-off.
I think he still deserves full marks for making his way through. It was a cracking run.
If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Is there any support? He might not need it.
That's just very well played. He can hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Forward it goes. Rodri. Hoists it forward. They've managed to get it away. What a throw in. And it's played forward. Here it is now, surely! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Still, rather frustratingly, it is 0-0. This could spell danger. Gets it back. It's a loose ball. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Tries to get it forward quickly. Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. With the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
Oh, no, that was a chance. What a chance.
Sal. Rodri. The half-time whistle goes. So now the team has broken through. But certainly not for the want of trying. An interesting game up to now, but still goalless. How would you review the first half?
I think it's been a very impressive defensive effort. They've never been broken down and contained the opposition attack extremely well.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. Here we go again. So deadlock still as the second half begins. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Van Dijk. Van Dijk. That was one quality pass away from being a very decent chance. Looked very promising.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
He's got away, cuts it out. Forward it goes. A real chance to break. And he's there to cut it out. Liverpool really are defending from the front.
They are, and this type of pressing is a case of counter-attacking a counter-attack. It's high octane and high pressure, high fitness.
Progress is made on the ball. Where to next? Oh, real danger here. What a ball this has turned out to. Shoots! I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Hoists it forward. He'll try from distance. Isak. And it's got through. Gets away from his opponent. Great leap! Just couldn't turn it in.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross.
Needed a better pass there. And the weighted pass. Cut out in the nick of time. Sal. Done very well to intervene.
Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price.
Loose ball, who's going to get that?
Liverpool merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously. Look, their supporters must be going barmy about this because there's no sense of purpose in what we're seeing.
Van Dijk. Good idea, just poorly executed. Back into the middle. Gets up to head it! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although...
Oh, given away! He's through and all alone! And the referee brings it to a close. And stalemate. One, if not for fans, then perhaps for coaches, satisfied by organisation and solidity. Little cutting edge at either end, and it finishes 0-0. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Manchester can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up.
So it's away we go then. Rodri plays it forward. Plays it out to the flank. Goes to finish! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
Isak. Van Dijk. Tries a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Yeah, on another occasion, all that went wrong may come right.
No, that's not the ball he wanted.
Liverpool have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting.
Ball's gone out of play. Van Dijk. Battling for the right to play in the early stages. Neither side yet able to find the net. Forward it goes. Chance to break. Plays it out to the wing. Looks to clip it forward. Isak. Over to the left. Out to the left it goes. Manchester have it back and they can go again. Tries to get it forward quickly. He's through. And that has put a stop to that. Hoists it forward. It was a move that looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. Out to the right. And that's a throw. Van Dijk. Played towards the front men.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Gets away from his opponent. A chance! Big chance! Oh, he's really drilled it.
I actually like to see that in shots at goal when there's a noticeable effort to get over the ball and keep it down.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. That's a throw. Just brushed off the ball there, and it's played forward. It's got through to him, and the counter is on. A really good feat from him. Looking for goal! Hoists it forward. Van Dijk does well there, alert. That intervention was very necessary. It's gone in! He's put through his own net!
Well, that wasn't in the script, and you have to feel for him, Peter.
The referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Manchester would seem to still be getting over the OG. It was an honest mistake, and they've got to move on.
And we're already back underway here.
Manchester need to get the balance right to sort this out. Ambition must be complemented by just the right amount of caution, and I think the more experienced players can oversee that.
Alisson. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Forward it goes. Rodri. What an adventurous run from a defender. Well read, he sorted that out. Defender's on the back foot. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Liverpool really are defending from the front.
They are, and this type of pressing is a case of counter-attacking a counter-attack. It's high octane and high pressure, high fitness.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Rodri. Gets his foot in there. It's a good run down the right. Where could this lead? Chance to Isaac! That has certainly tested the keeper.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
And that's been levered clear. Defending was strong and firm. He's made sure that that won't get through. And he's going long. He's through. Managed to get it away.
That's what has to be done now. No question about it.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Just has to be done.
In with the challenge. No question, that's a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. He's away! Big chance! Shoots! They are right back in business!
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Real chance! And somehow he managed to miss it.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent.
They're playing as if time is on their side when it's fast running out. They've got to quicken this up.
Did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. Goes for goal!
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Played out to the right. Crosses it in low. And that will be the final act. Well, nobody is totally satisfied, but it was a more than decent game, a super watch, and it ends in a draw. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
It was a very good game, played in the right spirit with a fitting atmosphere, and I think football won this time.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. This place simply a monument to the game. So much prestige, so much pride, so much passion whenever football is played here. A mouth-watering game this between two very high-quality sides. A treat for everybody here.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt...
Shot goal! Oh, real danger here. Gets good distance on it. Tries a shot! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though. Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Martin, looking for space out wide. He's gone for it! Tries to get it forward quickly. Forward it goes. Well, he's made sure that that won't get through. Rice. And the shot!
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Now the counter. Saka battles to win it back. Defenders on the back foot. It's being played forward. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. João Cancelo. Great leap! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And it's Cancelo. He's got options out wide. Good take by the keeper, he's read that well. Hoists it forward. Cuts it out. Plays it out to the flank. No, that's not the ball he wanted. It's got through and... Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. This could fall anywhere. Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
Oh, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. Oh, what has a goal! And it's a goal!
Well, players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important contribution as we near half-time, and it can make such an impact on each mindset.
Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second. Barcelona draw first blood here.
Well, just listen to the reaction. I think you can hear the approval from the support all around the stadium.
And there's the end of the first half. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal, which is very, very tight.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
The action has already resumed here. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. He's had a shot! Sticks it away! They have pulled themselves right back into it.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides and with such great...
Oh, shooting chance! Ferran Torres gets flagged offside. Well positioned to make that interception. And it's played forward. João Cancelo. Cut out in the nick of time. Forward it goes.
This defence is wary about opposition pace.
So they're just not getting too tight.
Yeah, they know that if they step up, their keeper could get a whole lot busier.
Martin. Played out to the right. It's a promising ball. And that'll go straight through to the keeper. He'll have a go. Tries to get it forward quickly. Hoists it forward. And it's got through. Beautifully done. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Breaks on here. Done very well to intervene. He's gone for it! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
He's there to receive it. He's had a go! Great strength, too strong for his opponent. That's surely a foul, free kick. And he's going to have his name taken. We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. And it's Cancelo. Gets it back. He's through.
Gabriel Jesus! Gabriel Jesus!
And the finish! And yes, it's there! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Swift, incisive, deadly, all done in a matter of seconds.
Yes, the turn and finish is to be admired, but what about the sense of urgency and desire to move the ball with such pace on the break as soon as it was retrieved?
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's how you make an impact as a sub. You know, when most are tiring, you can impose a freshness and energy to best effect. What an introduction.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right.
Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Got a sight of goal here. Plays it back. Oh, well defended. That had to be done.
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue the situation, and it needs to be any time now, really.
That is terrific skill. It is just a question of running down the clock now. João Cancelo. And that will be the final act. What a match, what a comeback. That is how to respond to adversity. Truly deserving winners. Well, how will we look back on that?
Yes, they turned a lost cause into a great cause. It took resilience and character, but they had ample amounts.
Well, thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So it's down to business here. Back into the middle. And it's been given away. João Cancelo. Tries to get it forward quickly. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And back to base. João Cancelo. That's a good ball to Ferran Torres! It's off target and by quite a way. Rice gets it back.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide.
That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. On the end of it, goes for goal! Oh, what a wonderful stop!
Well, as tests go, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Rice plays it short. Ferran Torres. Martin. Rice, battling for the right to play in the early stages. Rice, neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Plays it into the box. Rice. Goal kick. Played back in. Back into the middle. Chooses to go back. Hoists it forward. And the counter is on. Martin. Forward it goes. Could move up a gear here. Played back in. Rice. Has a pop! Oh, that's a terrific save from the keeper.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
And he's straight offside. Back into the middle. Did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. Rice. Try as they might, they just couldn't get into an attacking area. If you have just joined us, you'll be glad to know that you haven't missed a goal. And it's played forward. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
This is a great chance to take a lead. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. He's had a crack, and the ball's come out. Over to the left. Played out to the right. P.Tan. Rice goes looking.
How many interceptions have we seen now? So
Has a pop! Looking to get within range, and another time! And it's a goal! Half-time rapidly approaching. That could be a big one. He was so alert to the possibilities there. Great stuff.
Well, for me, that's just pure predatory brilliance. It's not so much the finish, but the way he read the situation when nobody else was even alert to it. It's fantastic.
Deadlock broken. It's 1-0.
Well, just listen to the reaction. I think
And the half-time whistle goes. And here we are. Off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half. And there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
well, they showed glimpses of some wonderful football to go in with the lead at half-time, and that's definitely pleased the fans. I think they'll be looking to keep this intensity up now in the second half.
Leading 1-0 at the break. Here we go again. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. That's put paid to a promising move.
I really don't think you could expect anything better from the goalkeeper then. We're near heroic territory.
João Cancelo. A scything tackle. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks.
This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frightened of people getting in behind.
Yeah, absolutely. It just opens up the opportunity of not only strikers getting behind, but the runners from midfield too.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Was too timid to make it through the defence. It'll be noted and improved upon, I'm sure.
Well, they could break here. It's a brilliant interception. Shapes to shoot! And yes, it's there! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to their lead or close it out. Surely they'll manage one or the other.
And here's Lewandowski. Lewandowski spreads it towards... Big chance! And they've been caught out here. Lewandowski. And it's played forward. Saka. Hoists it forward. And it's Lewandowski. Oh, shooting chance!
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
It's a throw-in. Out again for a throw-in. Tries to get it forward quickly.
Well, no question as to who's winning the battle in midfield at the moment. Some very impressive pressing in place here.
Promising move that. Good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. It's being played forward. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Right through the middle. Now the counter. Looks to thread it through. Out of play for a goal kick. Gets wrestled off the ball. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. João Cancelo. Hits one! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Well, that's a real shame, because it could have led to a real momentum shift.
Just 5 minutes remaining now. Clears it out of harm's way. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Saka. Rice. Tries to stroke it through. Oh, real going for goal! Forward it goes. The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So they bask in their win. A genuinely professional performance and a result which is well-deserved. Maybe somewhat what we've witnessed, Jim.
Yeah, they had a game plan which was about hammering away in central positions, and it paid off. For me, they were persistent and ruthless.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. Is a venue this which simply adds to the spectacle of the game it stages. One of the most impressive arenas in this part of the world. A mouth-watering game this between two very high-quality sides. A treat for everybody here.
Yes, Peter, it's a shame it's only a friendly, but then again, that may help us see a more expressive attacking contest. And I'd be prepared to settle for a clash of lesser intensity in favour of lots of flair, skill and plenty of tricks and a few goals. I suspect I've probably overstretched my level of greed here.
And already we're underway here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Joshua Kimmich. In many ways...
That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Chelsea have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting.
Pedro Neto. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. And it's Goretzka. Gnabry. Kimmich. Tries lifting it over. What a play for a goal kick. Looking to force his way through. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. And he's there to clear it. Knocks it away. Tries a header! Great save, real class.
The keeper really dug out his defence then, a magnificent effort.
And he's there to cut it out. Chelsea have a free kick. So it is still 0-0. That'll be a throw-in. Played back in. It's a loose ball. And now they can launch a counter. Gnabry. Has he found his man? And here's Kane. Gnabry. Kane plays it backwards. Gnabry! Oh, that's a terrific save from the keeper.
Gnabry sparked a tremendous stop there, and I think it's fair to add, he just wasn't expecting it.
And it's Kane. Defenders on the back foot. Gnabry. Gnabry cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Quick ball forward. Lam. Diop. Kimmich. Gnabry. Timely intervention. It's come loose. That intervention was very necessary. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Both sides have drawn blanks. Have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. Some first half thoughts?
Unspectacular, but solid, and that solidity could yet be the foundation for them to go on and win.
And after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time. Here we go again.
Well, that first 45 minutes didn't deliver as we'd hoped. Lots of effort, but a lack of quality with the finishing has left us hoping that someone can step up and produce something a little more magical.
Played out to the right. Well read, he sorted that out. Diop. And here's Gnabry. Cut out in the nick of time.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Olsen. Kimmich. Kane is flagged offside. And that's a foul. Free kick's been given.
They're actually not getting too tight, which is interesting.
No.
It's probably cautionary. Don't dive in, try to pinch it or intercept so nobody can get in behind.
Chelsea get it back again. Pedro Neto. With a delicate ball. Has a pop! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
Nil-nil the score, and we're just about done. A deeply frustrating game. Kane has been found. Pedro Neto. Brings it forward. Hoists it forward. Gnabry. And it's Kane. And it's played forward. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto spreads it towards the left. And back out it comes. Goretzka gets it away. Goes for goal! Only partial. He's had a go! Same again, same outcome.
Chelsea really are in the ascendancy here, and they know they have to register while that's the case.
Strong punch. That'll be a throw. Tries a shot! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping. Chelsea clearly aren't looking comfortable on the ball at the moment. Predictability has just crept into their play.
What a throw in. And it's Gnabry. Now surely! Gnabry! He's done very well to get to that.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Repelled by the keeper. Real chance!
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Now a chance to break. Goretzka.
Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price.
And a shot! They scored! And that could well be the winner!
And looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
Well, the instruction from the manager would have been, go on and make yourself a nuisance and see if you can snatch a goal. Mission accomplished.
Deadlock broken. It's 1-0.
Oh, this is fully deserved for me because they've shown great heart and spirit. It's there to win from here, or, dare I say, throw it away now.
Gets into a dangerous position. And he's cut it out. It's gone out for a throw-in. Just a few more moments for them to hang on. Gets into some space. Oh, shooting chance! Lovely idea, just added time is up, and there goes the whistle. What a game. End to end, it flew by, and in the end, it all came down to just the odd goal. Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it. Well, and the finish! Nicely worked.
They used the 1-2 to great effect and working their way through the middle, and a little more luck there and they may have been celebrating.
Forward it goes. Rodrigo. Got a sighted goal here. Has a pop! He scored!
It's hardly a surprise, is it? That's what we're here for. A player with this wonderful knack of being able to show up and deliver at important times. Yet another example.
And that really is so impressive.
Well, none of us were exactly sure how that was going to end up then, but I'm delighted to see such a happy ending after such a splendid dribbling run. I mean, he really did fool that defence into wondering what he was going to do next.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Hernandez. Dira. There has been just the early goal here, and it's 1-0. Lofted into the middle. And he just whacks it away. Gioi. Vitolo. Hernandez. Vinicius Junior with a good steal, well played. Looking to break out here. Vinicius Junior drills one in. Goalkeeper's ball. Kadira. Fabian Ruiz. Vitolo. And here's Dembele. Dembele! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Dembele certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Back into the middle. Gioi. That had to be more accurate. And let's put a stop to that. Mbappe! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That's a real shame, Peter, because it was beautifully worked. Took the defence out of the picture, but he'll be in no hurry to watch the replay.
Vinicius Junior. Mbappe. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. It's being played forward, and the counter is on. Rodrigo. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Vitolo. Mondi. A real chance if he can get through. Rodrigo. This could spell danger.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Goes for goal! Hoists it forward, and he's straight offside. Dira. And it's half-time here. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The victory did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It was very, very tight.
Well, that certainly pleased the fans, and the players are definitely happy with that scoreline. The question is now, can they protect it?
Madrid, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. And we are already promptly back underway. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Rodrigo. Pull it. Valverde. Dira. Tries to get it forward quickly.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Time and again they are repelled. Mbappe plays it out to the wing. Vitolo. Dira. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Fabian Ruiz. Wigan keep the ball, but can't do anything meaningful with it. And he has been fouled there. It's a loose ball. Fabian Ruiz. Madrid are still that goal to the good. The referee has given a corner. And that's been levered clear. Bullet. Brought forward. What does he try from here? Up to the keeper and go again. Hernandez. Kadira. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Good running with the ball. Can they build on it? Finds himself eased off the ball. Rodrigo. Mbappe. And it's played forward.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
It's a promising ball. Gets the better of his man. And it shot a goal! They've done it! And this is getting better and better.
Madrid are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to their lead or close it out. Surely they'll manage one or the other.
Vitolo. Into the channel. Whipped in.
Well, decisiveness has deserted them, Peter. They need precision, and it's sadly absent.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Marquinhos. Hernandez goes looking. Madrid still 2-0 up and looking now to see it through. Vitolo. Marquinhos positions himself well and cuts it out. Rodrigo. Into the last 5 minutes. Vinicius Junior. Surely a shot. Vinicius Junior! Just off target.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
And needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. Caceres. Forward it goes. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Hakimi. It's come loose. It's got through. It's got through. And he's had a shot. And more and more and more. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Great day for attacking football. The artists have painted their pretty pictures. Only one team in it. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Madrid showed us why it's so important to seize the initiative. Once in front, they grew in belief and rarely looked at risk.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all. We're on the way. Vinicius Junior looks to clip it forward. Cleared away. That'll be a throw. Valverde goes for it. Good running with the ball. Can they build on it? Wigan ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Good idea, just poorly executed. Wigan get it back again. Forward it goes. It's a brilliant interception. And it's played forward. Mbappe. Vinicius Junior.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Hernandez plays it forward. Valverde. Vinicius Junior tries to get it forward quickly. And that's left. That's it! He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. So a big chance now from 12 yards. This to go one up. With certainty.
Well, he smashed it right down the middle. It was just as well the keeper didn't hold his position.
So, a breakthrough already. No question, that's a foul. Vinicius Junior. In comes the corner. They've played it short. Hoists it forward. Fabian Ruiz. Forward it goes. It's Dembele. Dembele spreads it towards the left. He's left his man. Gioi! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, I think the opposition was pretty sloppy in creating a problem for themselves then, but he was onto it so quickly and very nearly made them pay.
Dembele. He's making good use of his strength there. just refuses to be out-muscled. They get a throw in. Gioi. He's in! Ball's out on the left now. Looking for a decent ball in. Vinicius Junior. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Fabian Ruiz. Hakimi has come steaming up from the back for this. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Mbappe. Vinicius Junior!
Vinicius Junior weighed up the options and picked the wrong one.
Gioi. Oh, it's Dembele. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Caceres. Well, the score's only 1-0, but that doesn't tell the full story. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. Oh, real danger here. Mondi. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Caceres. Vinicius Junior gets away from his opponent. Good take by the keeper, he's read that well. Fabian Ruiz. Kadira. Gets it back. And the half-time whistle goes. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but it still had its moments. It ultimately produced just one goal. A good and decent game up to now.
It's just been exhilarating, Peter, and leaving everyone wishing for a little bit more, but we'll have one manager now trying to exercise more control, so we can only hope that they go at it again in similar fashion.
Madrid go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. Gets things going for the second half. Madrid carrying a one-goal lead. Vitolo. Khedira. Mondi. Mbappe did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. That had to be more accurate. Big chance! Mosp has a pop! Sticks it away! And this is getting better and better. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So that's two now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Dira. Vitolo. Dira. Tries a shot!
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Madrid can't seem to retain possession. Vinicius Junior. Mondi tries to get it forward quickly. Rodrigo. He gets past his man. Oh, well defended. That had to be done.
Well, I don't think it was the wisest option, Peter, once he got into that position. It's not as if he didn't have people nearby.
Done very well to intervene. And it's played forward. Joe. The message is clear. None shall pass. Hakimi does well there. Alert. And here's Dembele. Referee has just said play on. And it's been taken straight back. Dira. And the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Vitolo. Dira. Defenders on the back foot. And that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Hakimi. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Ball's loose. Who's getting there? Hernandez.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone...
Mbappe! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Mbappe clearly is aware of how important that was. He'll be hoping that it won't come back to haunt him.
That is a poor kick by the keeper, being intercepted. Nicely measured pass. He's got shot at goal! Marquinhos. Madrid have time on their side now, as well as a 2-goal lead. It is just about done. Khedira. Rudiger.
Well, to be honest, I think they're all show and no substance. Where's the final product?
Mondi. Joe. Vitolo. Brady. Joe. And here's Dembele. Valverde drives it forward. Mbappe. Joe. He's made sure that that won't get through. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So they have their win. They had all the answers to whatever the opposition threw at them, and the results followed inevitably. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Yeah, they had a game plan which was about hammering away in central positions, and it paid off. For me, they were persistent and ruthless.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, good evening to you, and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid, and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Chance! And the ball's real danger here. Turns and goes back. Pedro Neto. And now they can launch a counter. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Pedro Neto. Real chance! Up for a header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Oh, it's taken out, that'll be a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. with a delicate ball. And the shot! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Almost the perfect move. Almost. The finish just wasn't quite at the same level.
Gabriel Jesus just brushed off the ball there. It's a loose ball. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks.
Chelsea have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting.
Gets it back. Well, defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Gabriel Jesus hits that long.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Pedro Neto. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Defender's on the back foot. Tries to stroke it through. Nil-nil still. Lack of chances, though.
Well, they could have had a bit more joy earlier if they'd varied their game and played a longer ball forward. I think this is looking much more promising now.
Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. Rice. Is there any support? And the finish! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Well, he tried to go it alone and he wasn't too far away from pulling it off either. Everything was there apart from the finish.
Oh, good ball. Has a pop! Same again, same outcome.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Pedro Neto. Has a hit! It's off target and by quite a way.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Not really a true reflection of what's been a pretty open game. And he's shown him a clean pair of hits. And the shot! Battles to win it back. It's Gabriel Jesus! He's got away with one there.
That's just front foot enforcement. Pressure leads to mistake, leads to chance.
Forward it goes. Pedro Neto. This could spell danger. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So the other team has broken through. But certainly not going to want to try. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goals. The midway point of the game.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained, so I'm looking forward to what's to come.
And after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time. So we're already into the second period. No score in the first half. Who's ready to go for it now? He's had that put on a plate. Tries to get it forward quickly. Shapes to shoot! Pedro Neto cuts it out.
This defence is wary about opposition pace.
So they're just not getting too tight.
Yeah, they know that if they step up, their keeper could get a whole lot busier.
And now the breakaway. Chooses to go back. Gabriel Jesus! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
He's played him through. Goalkeeper's ball.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Gabriel Jesus.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
That's a good ball to find him. Can't get the better of his opposite number. And it's been taken straight back. Hoists it forward. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Well played, he saw that coming. Saka. Oh, good take. He's gone for it! They've done it! Finally the breakthrough!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground, because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Deadlock broken. It's 1-0.
Yeah, I had a feeling this was coming. Still, there's a fair bit of time if you're going to think about defending it now. Chelsea are definitely not going down without a scrap. Their attitude just can't be faulted.
And it's played forward. It's Gabriel Jesus! Oh, and that should have been two.
Gabriel Jesus really did let them off the hook. They could have wrapped it all up.
Gabriel Jesus.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage. I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Just a few more moments for them to hang on. Forward it goes. That intervention was very necessary.
Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now.
Chance to shoot! Knocks it away. So that's it. It is all over. Terrific contest. It really might have tipped either way. The margins were tiny, just a goal in it, and that was enough. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Yeah, they had a game plan which was about hammering away in central positions, and it paid off. For me, they were persistent and ruthless.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. that gets things running. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Gabriel Jesus, he's always going to be a massive threat, Peter. And that's primarily because his movement off the ball is so effective. Even if he doesn't end up touching the ball, he usually plays a part in his team's attacking plays because he's dragged people out of position, and that can be an obvious help to those around him. He's full of enthusiasm.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. No complaints about that challenge. Robust, but fair. Chance! They've scored!
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. Gabriel Jesus. That's offside. Yes, it is. Cuts it out. Pedro Neto. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Forward it goes. Saka needed to come up with a better ball.
Was too timid to make it through the defence. It'll be noted and improved upon, I'm sure.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
It's being played forward, and now the breakaway. Tries to get it forward quickly. Played back in. He's left his man. Oh, the ball's come loose. Pedro Neto spreads it towards the left. Rice hoists it forward. Ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. It's come loose. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And it's played forward. Tries to get it forward quickly. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Gabriel Jesus displaying his defensive capabilities there. That's no striker's tackle.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team, really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
Forward it goes. Just brushed off the ball there. Oh, really good feet from him. Pedro Neto. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Martin. Good ball, it's found its target. And he's cut it out. Hits one! Hoists it forward. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. And it's got through. Gabriel Jesus. Nicely controlled. He could be in here. Jesus has a goal! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
They're guilty of lacking inventiveness here. It's all broken down. Good challenge. He just stood firm. Rice, and it's played forward. Turns and goes back. And now they can launch a counter. He'll try from distance. He's done very well to get to that.
Rice really must have felt he had the measure of the keeper then, but how wrong he was.
And they win it back again. And the first half is done. There we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal, which is very, very tight. Some first-half thoughts?
At least, Peter, not conceding another goal has kept them in this game, and they can up their response in this second half.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we're already back underway here. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial... It's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And he has shown him a yellow card. Taken out, that'll be a foul. Well, he knows very well that he is already walking a tightrope. He knows what's coming, a second yellow, and he's off. Players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. We'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.